This is Kilo 8, November Uniform, K8NU.
And the name, please?
The name is Carl, C-A-R-L, and I'm in Columbus, Ohio, Jim.
And what radio, sir?
Yaesu FTDX-101D, and I have a brand new microphone on it.
Okay, give it to me one more time, a little bit slower.
Yeah, it's a Yaesu FTDX-101D, FTDX-101 Delta, and I'm using a Mercury 3S amplifier.
Alrighty. If you would be interested, I think we can get you a little bit fatter.
Okay, not real sure. I've got all the EQ turned off on this rig because people are telling me the microphone sounds pretty good as it is. I'm wondering what you think.
Well, let's start with our generic setup. It starts with your compressor engaged at a 3. It's a token amount. You'll never hear it on the air, but it does exactly what we need it to do. So compressor on at a 3.
It's on. What did you say about level?
3 out of 10, 30 out of 100, Roger.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what you're saying here. Let me get the AC, mic gain and AC. Okay, I have to change a few things on the menu to do that. Hold on.
Yeah, we're just looking for a third of the compressor capabilities. So if you have depending on your input, if it's labeled 1 to 10, we want it on a 3. If it's labeled 1 to 100, we want it on 30. Roger?
Okay, well, right now the compressor is not on anything. It's at a 1, which is not much of anything. Here's a 3. Compressor is now on 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now I can bring it all up to, say, a 10. It's at 10 now. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, just leave it at a 3. What's your input? Is it 1 to 10 or 1 to 100?
The input on the rig is 1 to 100. I'm running an amplifier right now. I can drop it off and just run 100 watts.
No, I'm talking about the input level to the compressor. Is the input level 1 to 10 or 1 to 100 as far as level into the compressor?
I see what you mean. Hold on here. It's all the way up to 100, it looks like.
All right, so then we want to put it on a 30 out of 100. Roger?
Okay, now it's on a 30. 1, 2, 3, 4 on 30. Go ahead.
All right, now, excuse me, I want you to move to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you speak fairly rapidly, 100, 200, 300, adjust your mic gain into your ALC as reading mid-scale to 2/3.
Okay, ALC is way up there now. Let me get the mic gain down. 1, 2, 3, 4. What level did you see? Now, let's see. Is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. It's about a third up.
All right, we're looking for mid-scale to 2/3. And you need to speak rapidly because if you just go 1, 2, 3, the meter never has a chance to come up so you can read it. So you need to speak, your cadence needs to be fairly quick, 100, 200, 300, as you adjust your mic gain for a reading of mid-scale to 2/3 on your ALC.
Alrighty. 100, 100, 100, 100, 200, 200, 200, 200. Whoops. It moves pretty rapidly here, Jim. It's 100, 100, 100. Now it's mid-scale, just a little over mid-scale. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for, mid-scale to 2/3. Roger, Roger?
Roger, Roger.
All right. Now, I would suggest that you keep your ALC meter displayed. And as you, for the next week or so, matter of fact, and as you speak to other folks, I want you to look at your ALC meter and start developing a relationship between your voice and the ALC meter. Like I say, the nice place that you want that meter is mid-scale to 2/3. So you want your voice to keep that meter up at the mid-scale to 2/3 on your ALC.
Okay, very good. It looks like it's just about there now. That's good advice.
Roger, it looks still a little loose, but I think you'll get the hang of it. And a lot of it has to do with cadence. Like I say, if you're speaking like that, the meter never gets a chance to accurately display what it's doing. So the only time that you'll ever really be able to see that meter functioning correctly is if your cadence is up, and your words are similar ballistically to each other. Roger?
Okay, very good. How does it sound to you as far as bass and treble right now, Jim?
I think you need a little more top, 3 clicks more top end EQ if you have it. 3 clicks boost EQ, treble EQ from where you are.
Okay, very good. I've got everything set off right now as far as the EQ adjustments here on this rig, just to see how the microphone is doing. But I can put a little more top end on it.
All right, you want me to stand by and let you engage your equalizer and go +3. Is it a 3-band EQ, 2-band, 8-band, or what is the EQ?
It's a 3-band.
Okay, in a 3-band EQ, you always want to keep your mid-band 0, neither cut nor boost. Mid-band is always flat, and then you adjust the top and the bottom to balance the mid-range. If you boost the mid-range, then you've got a problem. It's more of a problem for your top to balance to mid-range and your bottom to balance to mid-range because you boosted mid-range. So you want to keep the mid-range flat, and then go to treble EQ at the moment and +3 from where you are.
Okay, I'm boosting the third level here to 2500 hertz and level 3.
All right, take that on up. Is your +10, is that a max on your treble EQ?
Yes, +10 now, right now. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, take it to a +5.
All right, here's +5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and tell me 10 seconds or 15 about your antenna system.
Oh, okay. Currently I'm running a Cushcraft R8 vertical. I'm running a Cushcraft R8 vertical that I just finally got to tuned way down at the low end, and I had to adjust it, and now it's working pretty well. It covers everything from 40 meters all the way up to 6 meters. I also have a dipole that runs 80 meters through 10 meters, which I had been using all along on 40 until I got the vertical fixed up. And that's about what I have here, Jim. Go ahead.
Roger, Carl. Let me ask you now. We want that radio to be in 100 to 2900 bandpass. Radio should run in 100 to 2900 bandpass. Roger?
100 to 2900. Okay, I can set that up. Okay, I think that's on a different setting in this menu here. Got it. Get back to it now. Radio settings. Hey, let me see. Okay, it's at 100, 2900 now. Oops, no it isn't. I have to change something before I can do that. Okay, does this sound any different now to you, Jim? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It's a lot fuller. You always want to run that radio 100 to 2900. There's no reason to sacrifice any part of that radio. And so 100 to 2900 is, the best way to run it. If you have options of band passes, I would put them all at 100 to 2900 so you can just run that radio that way. Roger?
Okay, my problem earlier with another mic is I had too much bass when I did that. How's the bass sound to you now?
All right, tell me the best thing you like about your radio and let me look at you.
Best thing about my radio, I guess it's the VC tune connection. It's kind of like a pre-selector like they had on the old Drake radios. And using it, you can eliminate QRM and peak people and just do all kinds of wonderful things. Go ahead.
Alrighty, I would suggest, what are you, at +5 on your treble EQ now?
Say again, you were fading out there.
Sorry, you're +5 on your treble EQ at the moment?
+5 on treble, you say?
Yeah, is that where you are now?
Okay, QSC is kind of getting Yeah, it's +5 right now. Go ahead.
I take it on up to +7, +7. 2 clicks boost above where you are to +7 treble EQ. Roger.
Okay, it's now at +7, Jim.
Alrighty, and let me hear you again. Tell me if you've got a radio story. I would like a radio story if you've got one.
Oh my goodness, so many.
Radio story if you've got one.
Oh my goodness, so many. I've been licensed since 1954. Let me see if I can think of the best one. I can remember being on field day I was probably about, 13 years old and working CW. And the old guys around there just couldn't believe a young kid could work CW, and they were hovering over me and looking over my shoulder. And as I started racking up the contacts, they started nodding their heads and just walked away.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, I'm looking at your audio on a spectrum analyzer, and it looks like you're rolling off now at about 350 cycles. So you could do about 3 clicks bass boost. 3 clicks bass boost from where you are. 3 clicks bass boost. 3 clicks bass boost from where you are.
Okay, let me do that. There's one with the processor on and one with the processor off. So I'm doing the processor on right now. 300, there's at 400 hertz now.
Alrighty, and talk to me for a minute and let me listen to you again.
Okay, and QSC is starting to get you, Jim. I hope it's not getting me there. I'm running about 800 watts. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Okay, go ahead.
Yes, sir. I would do a little more treble boost now. I would take it on up to 10. Plus 10, and let me hear you.
Okay, here we go. Up to...
Hear you.
Okay, here we go. Up to +10. Now it's +10. Go ahead.
Oh, I think that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now I would like a few seconds of recording at this setup. So, if you have another story, you feel free. So, if you have another story, you feel free.
Okay. You're challenging me there, Jim. If I can think of another story there. Let's see. I can remember back in the old days when everything was AM. And I wanted to be on sideband so bad I couldn't stand it. And I had a nice Viking Valiant transmitter for AM, but of course it didn't have sideband. So I ended up trading it in on a Gonset GSP 100, which is a far inferior rig compared to the Valiant, but it did work single sideband. So that got me on the air with the newest mode to me at the time. Go ahead.
Roger, Carl. Well, our signal's kind of dying out there. I'll tell you what, why don't you back off down on the bottom? I can't hear you clear enough to be sure, but so I want you to back off 1 click bass boost, and I know you'll be just absolutely fine there. Roger.
Okay, let me get back to where that is on the menu. Level 1, it's at level 1 now, and I backed it off 1 click.
Okay, so we're still now at like 2 clicks bass boost?
Not exactly here. Let me see. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Okay, level -1. Okay, here we go.
Let's see. So what was the, you went +2 bass boost, or did you go +3 originally?
No. I haven't boosted it at all. It was just set at 400 hertz as the level, the EQ1 frequency, and the level was 0. And now I just brought it down to -1.
All right, sounds good. And we wish we had better conditions right at the moment. My frequency meter reads everything that's on there, and it looks at noise the same way it looks at a voice. When the voice gets into the noise, it's hard to read it. Roger.
Okay, yeah, you just came up a little bit too, so that's good. I really appreciate this, Jim. You say you have a recording I can listen to?
Yes, sir. If you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV. That's Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, along with today's date, 11/5/21, will take you directly to this recording. So it's a YouTube search for KC9VKV, followed by today's date, 11/5/21, will take you to this recording. Now, if you just do a call letter search for KC9VKV, that will take you to our QSO-VLOG page, where we have now over 1,900 QSO-VLOG recordings. Roger?
Oh, okay. I'm looking at it now. That's very nice. It's very nice of you to do this. How are you doing the recording, Jim?
It's all digital, and we do video and audio, and then post it up on YouTube. Roger.
Oh, okay, very good. That's okay, very good. That's pretty good. I'm listening to myself on my monitor now, and it really does sound good. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, like I say, if you go to YouTube and do that, call it a search, KC9VKV, with today's date, 11/5/21, it'll bring up this recording, and you be the judge. Carl-73, sir, thanks for dropping by.
You be the judge. Carl-73, sir, thanks for dropping by.
73, Jim, thank you. This is K8NU. I'm clear.
This is KC9VKV, the Friday afternoon QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
QSO-VLOG net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.